Today we are going to discuss about overhanging beam. Here in this problem, a overhanging beam is given which consists of two supports at point A and B, and there is a overhanging load of 10 kilonewton at point C. So to calculate in this problem, we have to calculate the maximum upward deflection between supports and deflection at the right end. So these are all the things we need to calculate. So before start calculating the deflection and slope, first you find the reaction at A and B. If you take reaction at, if you want to find reaction at A and B, first take moment about A. Take moment about A. If you take moment about A, then the equation will be RB into, this is RB into 6, distance is 6, that is equal to 10 into 6 plus 3, 9. So that will give you RB. RB is equal to 10 into 9 divided by 6. That will be 15 kilonewtons. 15 kilonewton. 15 kilonewton. To calculate, now you compare the downward load and upward load. So that is RE plus RB. That is a upward reactions. Downward load is 10 kilonewton. 10 kilonewton. From this, you can calculate the value of RA. RA is equal to 10 minus RB. RB is equal to 15. So 10 minus 15. So this is equal to minus 5 kilonewton. So what is the meaning? Here there is a minus, means it is a downward load. It is a downward load. A 5 kilonewton is acting in the downward direction, right? So this is the RA and RB. Now find the moment about the x axis. You take the x axis here. This is the x axis, and the distance from the left support, this is taken as x. So now in the differential equation for deflection equation, you substitute the moment value. That is EI into d square y by dx square is equal to moment. What is the value of moment? Moment is equal to, here it is 5 kilonewton, that is acting in the downward direction. So it will create a counterclockwise moment. So that is minus. Then minus 5 into x. 5 into x. Then here we have a upward load. Here we have a upward load, that is clockwise, plus that is 15. 15 into x minus 6. X minus 6. So this is the moment equation. So now you integrate 2 times. Integrate 2 times. So first integration is EI into dy by dx. So put the constant first. So C1 minus 5x square by 2 plus 15 into x minus 6 the whole square by 2. Again you integrate, you will get EI into y is equal to C1x plus C2 minus 5 by 2 x cube by 3 minus 15 by 2 x minus 6 the whole cube by 3. So now boundary conditions. There are 2 boundary conditions. When x is equal to 0, when x is equal to 0, y is equal to 0. X is equal to 0, y is equal to 0. This is a boundary condition. And this boundary condition, the boundary condition is at the point A. It is here. So you must have taken the axis here. Axis here. If you take the axis here, the right terms will not come into picture. So only will have this term. So then in the deflection equation, you should not take this term and substitute this condition. If you substitute this condition, you will get C2 is equal to 0. C2 is equal to 0. Another boundary condition is when x is equal to, this support is, what is the value of x? X is equal to 6. X is equal to 6. Y is equal to 0. If you substitute in this boundary condition, in this equation, in the deflection equation, you will get 0 is equal to C1 into x. C1 into 6. Already C2 is 0 minus 5 by 6 into x is 6. 6 cube. So this term will be already 6 minus 6, 0. So if in this equation, if you calculate C1, C1 is equal to 30. C1 is equal to 30. So now the generalized equation is EI into Y is equal to C1 is 30, 30x minus 5 by 6 x cube minus 50 by 6 x minus 6 the whole cube. So this is the general form of deflection equation. Now substitute the x value and you will be able to find deflection at different points. So first find the slope. Find the slope. Asked to find the slope over each support. Over each support. So at A and B, we need to calculate the deflection. What is the generalized form of deflection equation? So this is a deflection equation. If you write the general form of deflection equation, that is EI into dy by dx is equal to C1. C1 is equal to 30 minus 5x square by 2. 5 by 2 x square plus 15 into x minus 6, 15 by 2 x minus 6 the whole square. So in this equation, while taking moment about this point, this is a counterclockwise moment, this is a clockwise moment. Then we take here plus, here this also plus, then this value also plus, this value also plus, then this will be plus, this will be plus, not minus. Okay. Now these are the generalized equation. This is slope equation and this is deflection equation. This is deflection equation, this is slope equation. Now substituting the value of x, you can find slope and deflection at any point. So first one is we need to calculate slope and deflection at slope at point A and C supports and at the right end. So if we calculate the slope at point A, if we calculate the slope at point A, what you have to put? You have to put x is equal to 0. You have to put x is equal to 0 in this equation. If we substitute x is equal to 0, if you want to calculate slope at this point, you must have taken axis here. Then this last term will not come into picture. This you should not consider. So if you don't consider this, then and substitute x is equal to 0, then you will get EI into dy by dx is equal to 30. So from this you will get, that is dy by dx, dy by dx at point A, is equal to minus 0.0006 radians. So this is a value. Similarly, if you want to find slope at point C, then you have to put x is equal to 6 plus 3, 9. You have to put x is equal to 9. If you put x is equal to 9, then EI into dy by dx is equal to, here you have to take the entire equation. The axis is here, then you have to take the entire equation. If you substitute, that is 30 minus 5 into 9 square divided by 2 plus 15 into 9 minus 6 the whole square by 2. If you substitute in this equation, you will get slope at C is equal to 0 minus 0.001 radians, right? So now let us calculate the deflection. Our interest is next to find the deflection at the right end. If you want to calculate deflection at the right end, then you substitute x is equal to 9. X equal to 9 in this deflection equation. If you substitute, that is EI into y is equal to 30 into 9 minus 5 by 6 into 9 cube plus 15 by 6 into 9 minus 6 the whole cube. From this you will get y at c. Y at c is equal to minus 2.7 millimeters. Now our objective is to find the maximum deflection, upward deflection. We want to find upward deflection. So when the load is acting like this, the beam will bend like this. The beam will bend like this. Here it is downward, here it is upward. We are interested to find maximum upward deflection. So this location you have to find. This location we have to find. So to find this location, what you have to do, in the slope equation, you substitute dy by dx is equal to 0, because at this point the dy by dx is equal to 0. In this equation, if you substitute it, another thing is the axis must be here only. You have to take the axis here. So the terms right side will not come. So you should not consider this term. This term you should not consider. So now 0 is equal to 30 minus 5 x square by 2. So the last term you don't take. If you don't take the last term, then you will get the value of x. X is equal to 3.46 meters. 3.46 meters. What is this? This is a location where maybe 3.46 maybe somewhere here. Somewhere here. This is a location where the deflection is maximum. Deflection is maximum. Right? So now you find that deflection. So what you have to do in the deflection equation? In the deflection equation, substitute x is equal to 3.46. If you substitute this, then EI into y is equal to 30 into 3.46 minus 5 by 6 into 3.46 the whole cube plus 15 by 6 3.46 minus. So here you should not take this term. You should not take this term because you are taking axis here. This term you should not consider. Then you will get y max, upward y max is equal to 0.69 millimeters. So this is a way you have to solve this problem. Now let us see one more problem. So this problem. So here this also overhanging beam, but it is subjected to uniformly distributed load. So find first the step is to find the RA and RB. RA and RB. If you want to calculate RA, you take moment about point A. If you take moment about A, to calculate RA and RB, take moment about A, then the equation is RB into 6, then load is 4 into 3 multiplied by the distance. The distance is equal to this is 1.5 and this is 3, this is 4.5. That is 4.5 plus 12. So then from this the RB is equal to 27 kilonewton, and RE plus total upward force is equal to total downward force. So that is equal to, if you take RE plus RB is equal to 4 into 3 plus 12. So from this, you can calculate the value of RA, that is equal to 24 minus 27. So you will get minus 3 kilonewton. So what is the value of minus 3 kilonewton? Minus 3 means the load is acting in the downward direction. That is 3 kilonewton. So now RB is equal to 27 kilonewton, and RA is equal to minus 3 kilonewton. So here support is in the downward direction. So now we can calculate, to calculate slope and deflection, you write the differential equation for deflection, that is EI into d square y by dx square, that is equal to m. So here you take the axis here, x axis. Here if you take the axis here, the uniformly distributed load must be extended up to this end. So to compensate this load, you take a load in the upward direction also. This will be acting in the downward direction, this will be upward, acting in the upward direction. Both have same magnitude, both get cancelled, right? So now if you write the equation, that is m is equal to RA into x. We are taking this is x. So RA into x. What is the value of RA? R is equal to minus 3. So that will create a with the speed, which will create a counterclockwise moment. So minus 3 into x. Then if you consider this load reaction, so this will create a clockwise. So then plus 27 x minus 6. Now you consider this uniformly distributed load, this load. So this will create a counterclockwise moment. So that will be minus 4 into x minus, this distance is how much? This is 6. So this will be 3. So this will be 3. So x minus 3 into x minus 3 by 2. So x minus 3 whole square by 2. Then this upward load, so this will create a clockwise moment, that is plus, that is 40 into the distance is x minus 6 the whole square by 2. So this is the equation. So integrate two times, you will get EI into dy by dx is equal to, you put the constant first, C1 minus 3 x square by 2 plus 27 x minus 6 the whole square by 2 minus 4 by 2 x minus 3 the whole cube by 3 plus 40 into x minus 6 the here 1 2 x cube by 3. Integrate again, you will get EI into y is equal to C1x plus C2, another constant, minus 3 by 2 x cube by 3 plus 27 by 2 x minus 6 the whole cube by 3 minus 4 by 6 x minus 3 the whole power by 4 plus 40 by 6 x minus 6 the whole power by 4, right? So now there are two boundary conditions. One is x is equal to 0, y is equal to 0. So x is equal to 0, y is equal to 0 means the point A. Then you must have taken axis here. Then all this term you should not take. So here you should not take this term, you should not take this term, and you should not take this term. All three terms you don't take, and substitute x is equal to 0, y is equal to 0, then you will get C2 is equal to 0. This is first boundary condition. Next boundary condition is when x is equal to 6. X is equal to 6 and y is equal to 0. In this boundary condition, you have to take the axis here. So all the term will come. In the term, you substitute x is equal to 6 and y is equal to 0. You will get the value of C1. The value of C1 is equal to 20.25. 20.25. So now we can write the general form of deflection equation, that is EI into y is equal to C1 dx. C1 is 20.25. 20.25 into x. C2 is 0. So minus, this is minus 3 by 2 into 3, 6. 3 by 6 into x cube plus 27 by 6. 27 by 6 into x minus 6 the whole cube minus 4 by 24 x minus 3 the power 4 plus 40 by 24 and x minus 6 the power 4. So now our objective is to find the slope and deflection at the point C. This is a point where we need to calculate slope and deflection. So similarly, if you write the deflection, general form of deflection equation, dy by dx is equal to this equation. C1 is equal to 20.25 minus 3 by 2 x square plus 27 by 2 x minus 6 the whole square minus 4 by 6 x minus 3 the whole cube plus 40 by 6 x minus 6 the whole cube. So now this will be the general form of deflection slope deflection equation. This is general deflection equation. In this equation, you substitute what here. What is the value of x for C? That is 6 plus 3 9. X is equal to 9. You say 9 meters. Substitute in this equation and this equation. You will get theta C. That is dy by dx at point C is equal to minus 0.001 radians, right? Similarly, if we substitute x is equal to 9 in the deflection equation, this equation, we will get y is equal to minus 2.6 millimeters. So now the deflection at point C is equal to 0.001 radians. Similarly, deflection at point C is equal to 2.6 millimeters. This is a way we have to solve this problem.